Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will talk about how to write a reply to the IRCC for the COPR extension. If you have raised ready to travel web form to the IRCC, then you might have received a generic reply or a generic email by stating that we have transferred your information to the responsible office, and in order to inform important changes of your profile, you should contact that office via web form. Some of you have also received the generic reply like your application will not be refused due to this pandemic. Okay, but few people started receiving this email in the reply of ready to travel web form before few days, and in that IRCC asked about your plans to live and settle in Canada permanently, in which you need to submit the documents to support your living situation, your employment plan, and any other relevant information which proves that your intention is to live and settle in Canada permanently. Moreover, you need to submit your 14 days quarantine plan and proof of funds. In addition to that, you should also write your proposed or confirmed travel itinerary details. So guys, in this video I will discuss about how to answer these questions. So watch the video till the end. So guys, before I start, I do create lots of videos about Canada immigration and Canadian lifestyle. So please do subscribe my YouTube channel to receive the latest updates about COPR extension. So you will not miss a single update about COPR extension. Okay, so now let's begin. So many people started receiving this email from the IRCC in the reply of ready to travel web form. So let's discuss one by one each and everything. The first thing that you need to provide, that is your plans to live and settle in Canada permanently. And for that, first document that you should give which support your living situation. So friends, according to me, there are three options. The option number one is you can give your friend address who is currently living in Canada, and for that, for the proof of the document, you can take an email confirmation from your friend. It is like a consent letter from your friend which states that your friend is ready to provide the quarantine at his place. Okay, the second option is you can go for Airbnb, and for the document you can show the booking confirmation. The third option is you can write or you can give the lease agreement if you are going to do that. Fine, so for that you should attach the rent agreement. But according to me, friends, friend address option is the better one as well as the cheaper one. If you go for Airbnb or lease agreement, that will cost you much, and it would be difficult to book or rent a home because you don't know exactly when your extension will be granted and when you will be able to travel at this stage. Okay, so in this case you may lose your money in Airbnb, or you will start paying rent from your home country if you do the lease agreement. Okay, so if you do not have any friend address, then my suggestion is you can go for an Airbnb, and you should keep at least 2 to 3 months gap once you submit this replay of ready to travel web form. Okay, so these are the my suggestions for the first question. Another question is you should also write your employment plan. So here I want to clear one thing is it is not about the job offer. Fine, if you have a job offer, you can write that details, that is fine. If you don't have the job offer, then you should provide your employment plan, means how you are going to search employment once you will land in Canada. So the one thing that you can write according to me, that is you can say that you are actively looking for a job via various job search portals like LinkedIn, Indeed, and you can write any other website which is related to your province. Okay, so for example, I have written here saskjobs, which is for the Saskatchewan province. Then second thing is you can write the things if you have applied for a job earlier, and in that case you got the email confirmation from the company, so you can attach that email and which shows that you have applied for the various positions earlier for the job. Okay, so this is the second option. The third option is which is very much useful to you if you have done any discussion with the settlement agencies, or if you have done any courses with the settlement agencies. So you might have remember that when you got your PPR email, you got this link for the planning for Canada, which is for which is a one settlement agency who provide the information for the newcomers and provides the pre-arrival services. So if you have used any of these services, you can mention in the email and you can say that you have tried to explore the various information about Canada, and you have tried to explore the job search through this settlement agencies. Moreover, these agencies also provide the courses for the job search and some soft skills related. So if you have done that, you can attach the certification of that courses. For example, here I have taken some snapshots from this website arrivedprepare.ca, which is a one pre-arrival services for the new immigrants. Fine, so if you have done any courses on soft skills and Canadian workplace integration, how to work in Canada, then you will get to know about how Canadian workplace communication and behavior is there. Okay, so if you have done any courses like job search strategies, job search techniques, then you can mention in your employment plan. That will make your case very strong. Okay, so that's, and this is the sample certification. If you have done the course, then you can write that I have completed this job search strategies course on this date. So now I am feeling very confident that I will get a job in Canada once I will land. So this is my employment plan. Okay, for the third question is the any other relevant details which proves that that you are going to live and settle in Canada permanently. So many people have already left their job and they are stranded in their home country due to pandemic. They are unable to travel, so you can write or you can attach your resignation letter from a job if you have already left the job. Fine, you can also attach the kid school leaving certificate if you have withdrawn your kid name from the school. Fine. You can also mention about the old ticket information, like you have already booked the tickets earlier and that was your plan to live and settle in Canada before your COPR expiry date, but you were not able to travel due to travel restrictions imposed by the governments. Okay, so these are the my suggestions. Apart from that, you can attach any other document which you can feel that will be considered as essential travel requirements, and that will help you to prove that you are planning to live and settle in Canada permanently. Okay, so these are the things that you can write in the first questions for your reply of ready to travel web form. Okay, the next thing is, let's go for the third question first. In the third question, you should write the proposed or confirmed travel itinerary details. So the option 1 is, you can write your proposed date of travel. Let's say you can write a date after 2 to 3 months, but I would suggest that if you have booked ticket earlier and if you have kept your ticket open, means if you have not requested refund yet or you have taken the voucher, then ask your airline to give travel itinerary and book a new date of travel after 2 to 3 months, which will make your case very strong. So nowadays many airlines do not take money to change the date of travel. So it is free due to pandemic. So you can book a ticket after 2 to 3 months depending on your travel requirements, and you can write these details, itinerary details, in the replay of this web form. Okay, so this is the question number 2. The another question is, you need to write your 14 days quarantine plan and proof of funds. So as you already submitted your proof of funds to IRCC as well as your nominated province, so I think you do not need any help at this stage, right? So you should include the updated bank statements to show your proof of funds. Okay, so now let's move to the 14 days quarantine plan. So now what you should write in your quarantine plan? Fine, so these are the some common rules that you must follow. Fine, so you must quarantine in a place where you will have no contact with vulnerable people, such as the people whose age is 65 years or older, or people with underlying medical conditions. Another rule is, you will have to confirm that you have a suitable place for the isolate where you will have access to the basic necessities such as food and medication. Okay, the another rule is, you have to wear the mask and face covering while traveling to the place of your quarantine. In addition, there are some other rules that you will have to follow. You should directly go to your place of quarantine without stopping anywhere in Canada. Fine, you have to continuously monitor your health for the symptoms of COVID-19. You should not allow any visitors during during quarantine. Okay, and you should keep at least a distance of 2 arms, or you can say 2 meters from the others. Okay, and in your quarantine plan you must consider these points. The first thing, you should write about your location of your isolation plan or your quarantine plan. Then you should mention about how you will travel to the quarantine place. Then you should mention about these things, how you will arrange this necessary support. For example, for food, medication, for child care, cleaning supplies, and pet care. And if you have any social or family support, then you should also write in your quarantine plan. Okay, so now let's see that how to write the quarantine plan for the Canada. Okay, so you can create a one separate document for that, and in that you can write this details. Okay, so to start with, you can write some introductory statements to authorized officer Canada. Your subject is 14 days quarantine plan, and then you write this opening statement. Okay, we have decided to take following measures to quarantine ourselves for the first 14 days as per the rules of Quarantine Act. Okay, and for the first point, location of the stay. Okay, so as per the ArriveCan app, there are various options. So if you have your own home, you can give that address for your home, and you can attach the copy of the rental agreement. Okay, if you are going to stay with your family or the friends, you should also provide the address of your friend or your family. Then you can attach the copy of your email confirmation from your friends or the family members. If you have booked any hotel or the rental accommodation or Airbnb or any lease agreement, then also you should write the details of that, and as an attachment you should provide the booking details and the payment receipt. Okay, so whichever the option that is suitable to you, that you can go for, and you should mention in your quarantine plan. Okay, so this is about the location of your stay. Now the second thing is how you will travel to your quarantine location. Means once you land in Canada at the first port of entry, so how you will travel. So you can say that, okay, we will travel via taxi services such as GTA cab, LYFT, Uber, and we will go straight to our destination place. And during the journey, we will wear the face covering or mask throughout the journey, and we will follow the social distancing measures. Okay, now next thing is regarding the arranging necessary support. In that, the first thing is food. So you can write the statement in your quarantine plan like, we took already or ready to cook Indian food packets such as Maggi, pasta, soup, instant poha, curries, and some instant snacks and breakfast like dosa, idli, upma, and we will consume it during our self isolation or our quarantine. Okay, then the next thing is you have to mention about the grocery. So you can say that we will buy the grocery via online mobile application like Corner Shop, Instacart, Amazon, Whole Food Market, and Costco. Or if you have any family members or friends, then you can ask him to purchase a grocery on behalf of you, and you can attach a copy of your food or grocery bill as an evidence. Or you can simply write that your friend will help you to buy the grocery when you will reach to Canada. Okay, now for the medications or medicines, you should write that we took the medicines from our home country for cough, fever, infections, headache, vomit, and insomnia. Fine, and we will call the healthcare professional or public health authorities immediately if we will get any symptoms of COVID-19. Okay, and as an attachment you can attach doctor's prescription and medicine bill copy. Okay, so next thing is about the cleaning supplies, and for the cleaning supplies you can write that you have already the hand sanitizer form, you already have the PPE kit. However, you may need some paper products, laundry cleaning supplies, you need some kitchen and bathroom cleaning products. So you will buy these things from the Walmart Canada. Okay, now the next thing is pet care. If you have any pet that you are going to take with you, then you should also write this thing. You are going to take the necessary item for the pet cares and we will purchase the additional items online. Okay, and if you have any social or family support, then you can write this line: my friend or family member will help us to provide necessary support to stay in quarantine for the 14 days under the Public Health Act. Okay, and you should also write this: we will not come out from our quarantine place for the entire duration of self isolation. And then you should write your details: sincerely your name, new immigrant, Canada. Guys, this is a self isolation plan which is a legal commitment for the self isolation and which is enforceable under the Public Health Act. Fine. So if you do not follow this plan, then you will have to pay the high fines. Fine. So be honest and write all the things which is necessary and which is asked in your ready to travel web form. Okay, so I hope this information is clear to you. Now let's go back to our main page, and in this video we discussed about the plans to live and settle in Canada permanently, and which we discussed about which are the documents that you can write or you can attach to support your living situation, what you should write in the employment plan, and the other relevant information that we have discussed. We also discussed about the quarantine plan and proof of funds, as well as proposed or confirmed travel itinerary details. So I hope that this video will be useful to you to write the response to the IRCC. And I will share more updates about COPR extension once it will be available. So please do subscribe my YouTube channel to receive the latest updates and videos, and click on the like button if you like the video. Okay, thank you very much.